My child, this is your final call. Heaven has paused just to reach you. Others might hear this, but right now it's just you and me. I am speaking directly to you, straight into the center of your heart. Do not look over your shoulder. Do not scroll past. Do not close your heart. I have arranged this moment as a turning point, and I will not waste a single syllable. Hear me. You have waited long enough. I need a response, yes or no, not maybe, not later, not when you feel ready, not after one more reason, one more sign, one more postponement disguised as wisdom. Your someday is how you've been keeping me at a distance, and it is costing you peace. This moment is your crossroads. This is the hinge your future swings on. I am not here to talk about routines. I am here to claim your answer. I see the fence you've been sitting on, 1 foot in faith and 1 foot in fear, one hand reaching for me and the other gripping control, half in, half out. It looks like safety, but it is slow exhaustion. It is spiritual paralysis. It keeps your heart split and your mind spinning. The fence steals clarity. The fence drains courage. The fence delays freedom. You think the fence protects you from the fall, but it is the very place you are losing strength, time, and the joy I designed for you to carry. My beloved, I did not create you to perch on edges that bruise you. I created you to stand and to move with me. This is not a casual, devotional moment. This is your turning point. You have stood at this crossroads before, felt the pull, quieted it, and promised you would return when life was calmer, when fear was quieter, when you had more proof. But listen to me. Waiting for perfect conditions is how the enemy of your soul keeps you from the life I prepared. I do not ask you for perfection. I ask you for a decision, yes or no. I am the author of your story. I know exactly where this chapter must turn. If you keep lingering at the midpoint, the narrative stalls and the weight grows heavier. I will not threaten you. I will tell you the truth. Indecision has consequences. It hardens hearts. It fogs vision. It trains you to live numb. And I did not design numbness for you. My child, heaven has paused because this thin slice of time is ripe with possibility. Angels stand ready. Mercy stands open. I am reaching toward you with both hands. I am not here to shame you. I am here to love you into motion. I want to talk about your strength. I have seen every step you took while you were tired. I have heard the quiet thoughts you didn't dare speak. I know the memory that keeps pulling you backward and the fear that keeps imitating my voice, whispering caution where I am speaking, calling. I know exactly what you need before you do. That is why I am pressing now, because I am ready to lift the heaviness, clear the fog, and lead you forward. Not backward, forward. Let your heart hear this promise. Clarity is possible. Peace is available. A new chapter can begin today. The door you have stared at is not imaginary. I am the one holding it open. But doors do not carry people through themselves. Decisions do. When your yes rises, confusion will begin to thin. When your yes rises, the anxiety that tells you to run will start losing its authority. When your yes rises, you will feel a weight shift off your chest, and you will breathe like someone standing on solid ground. Say yes and watch what I do. Say yes and see me open what no one else could open. Say yes and let me be responsible for what happens next. If you choose no, I will not stop loving you. Hear me, I will never leave you, but I will also not force you into freedom you refuse. A no keeps you where you are with the same burdens and the same circles because you cannot receive what you will not release. This is not punishment. This is alignment. The gifts I am pouring out require hands that are open. Your yes opens them. Do not argue with me about timing. I am the master of time and the keeper of seasons. And I am telling you, this is a Kairos moment. The season of endless evaluation is closing. The season of wholehearted surrender is opening, and it opens with a single word. Yes, trust me one more time. Take my hand again. I have led you through deserts and storms you thought would break you, and I am still fighting for you. Others might hear these words and think they are for someone else. But I am with you now, placing my finger on the exact place in your life where you have hovered and hesitated. I am not confused by your conflict. I am not intimidated by your questions. I am inviting you to step where peace lives. Do not overcomplicate the sacred. This is not a contract filled with clauses. This is a covenant renewed with a word. Let your yes be yes. If your yes is trembling, I will steady it. If your yes is a whisper, I will hear it. If your yes is drenched in tears, I will collect every one and turn them into testimony. But give me your answer, out loud, right now, in your room, in your car, under your breath, if you must. Say it, yes or no. I can move with honesty. I cannot move through a closed gate of delay. My child, this is your final call. Not final as in doom, final as in decisive. Today we turn the page together, or you keep rereading the same paragraph alone. I am calling you forward, not backward. All of heaven waits eagerly. I am already making a way. Choose. And as you choose, know this. I will meet you in the very syllable of your yes, with peace, with clarity, and with the first steps of your new season. My child, I see the split in you, the part that reaches and the part that runs. I am not confused by it, and I am not offended by it. I have heard your prayers, and I have watched your hesitation. I watched your hand lift in worship, and I watched your heart pull back when the moment asked for trust. Others might guess, but I know. I know what you whisper at night. I know what you cannot say out loud. I know the conversation you keep having with yourself, the one where you promise you'll go all in tomorrow and then feel the gravity of fear tug you into another careful retreat. Hear me. I am here to bring the running part home. Fence sitting feels safe because it lets you keep options open, but you and I both know the cost. It is fog in your mind that never quite lifts, a humming static that makes even simple choices feel heavy. It is spiritual numbness, where you sing songs but don't feel the resonance, where tears come but do not turn into motion. It is the cycle of starting and stopping. You begin, then you second guess. You step, then you retreat. You build, then you dismantle. You pray with passion and plan with panic. You feel me near in the morning and negotiate me away by evening. Worship mixed with worry. Faith tangled with forecasts and backup plans that keep your heart divided. You say, I trust you, and then whisper, but if not, I need control. This is the fence. This is the split. It is exhausting you. I know why you hesitate. Fear of disappointment, because hope once rose and seemed to fall flat, and you decided silent expectations hurt less than visible faith. Fear of surrender, because control has been your shelter, and you mistake relinquishing it for losing yourself. Fear of being fully seen, because you believe that if I look too closely, I will find what others accused you of and confirm your worst suspicions about yourself. Fear of change, because you have learned to survive where you are and even freedom feels unfamiliar. My beloved, I see every reason you hold in your hands like a shield. I hear the argument you present to yourself in the dark. I have watched you negotiate against your own miracle, thinking you were protecting your heart. I am not here to punish that tenderness. I am here to heal it. Listen to me. I am not confused by your conflict, and I am not intimidated by it. I am steady. I am patient. I am stronger than the fear that imitates my voice. I can tell the difference between your discernment and your dread, and today I am separating them for you. The part of you that reaches is already acquainted with me. That part is alive when you laugh without fear of the future. when you feel courage flood you for no apparent reason, when you sense peace beyond understanding settle in unexpected places. I see that part clearly, but I also see the part that runs, the one that rehearses exit strategies, that keeps relationships at arm's length, that scans every horizon for threat, that edits prayers so they cannot be disappointed. I love both parts, but I will not let the running part lead your life anymore. The split is not your identity. It is a survival strategy born in a hard season. It once helped you navigate storms, but now it is a weight dragging at your ankles while I am asking you to walk on water. The division in you is not moral failure. It is a fracture I'm ready to mend. Exposure is not humiliation. It is illumination. I am shining light not to shame you, but to set you free from the pattern that keeps stealing your momentum. What is exposed can be healed. What is named can be released. What is placed in my hands can be transformed. So come near, breathe, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, open your hands. Tell me where you feel the pull to run, even as you reach. Tell me about the promise you are afraid to hope for, and the question you are afraid to ask. You do not need to convince me, I already know. But I want you to hear yourself tell the truth in my presence, because truth spoken before me breaks the agreement you made with fear. Bring me the midnight whispers. Bring me the story you edited. Bring me the moment you decided to be almost safe instead of fully alive. I will not break you to fix you. I will not crush what is tender. I will gather the scattered pieces and make you whole. I am here to fuse your reach and your run into one steady yes. I am here to take your trembling and make it courage, to take your second guessing and turn it into clarity, to take your vigilance and transform it into wisdom that does not exhaust you. I promise to never leave you, and I am not leaving you now in this exposed place. Angels stand ready, mercy stands open. All of heaven leans close, not to judge you, but to celebrate your return to yourself. Your true self, the one I designed with intention. You ask, what if I say yes and it hurts again? I answer, what if you say yes and the ache finally ends? You ask, what if I surrender and lose who I am? I answer, what if surrender is where you finally meet who you've always been? You ask, what if you see everything? I answer, I already do, and I call you beloved. Do you see? The questions born of fear always predict loss. My voice reveals gain, peace, clarity, and forward motion, not backward, forward. My child, today I put language to your inner war, so you will stop calling it mystery and start calling it to account. This is not an indictment. This is an invitation. Let the running part step out of the shadows and into my light. Hand me the reasons, the rules, the rehearsals, and the retreat plans. Place them at my feet. Say this with your own mouth. Here is the part that reaches, and here is the part that runs. I give you both. As you do, feel the fog begin to thin. Feel the numbness begin to warm. Feel the cycle start to loosen its grip. I am not confused by your conflict. I am calling you out of it with love. I am ready to make you single-hearted again. Not perfect, whole, not fearless, courageous, not endlessly calculating, at peace. Keep your heart open. Stay with me. We are moving from exposure to exchange, from hesitation to surrender, from split to steady yes. My child, hear me clearly. Not yet is not neutral. It is a quiet no dressed in caution. It feels safe because it doesn't slam a door. It simply keeps you standing in a hallway that drains your strength. Delay pretends to protect you from risk, but it siphons your peace, clouds your clarity, and steals your momentum one careful day at a time. You think you are buying time. In truth, time is buying you, teaching your heart to live small, to settle for almost, to get comfortable in the ache of almost trust. This is your final call to see delay for what it is, a decision forming without your consent. Not later is not innocence. It is drift. I see what not yet has been costing you. Peace keeps slipping through your fingers because postponement keeps your nervous system braced, always waiting for the moment you'll finally surrender. Your mind never fully rests because it must hold both the desire and the denial, the reach and the retreat. Anxiety lingers like a hum under everything because uncertainty has become your companion. You wake with good intentions and go to sleep with the same loop of, tomorrow I'll change. And so the loop becomes your liturgy. You don't sing it aloud, but you rehearse it daily. Start, stop, second guess, begin, back away, bargain with yourself. That cycle is not benign. It weakens confidence until you no longer trust your own yes, until you need 5 confirmations for what used to take one whisper of my peace. And if it continues, your heart does not just ache. It hardens, a layer at a time, a callus formed by repeated hesitations that rub against what you know to be true. Listen to how not yet speaks through you. I need more proof. I need to fix myself first. I'll come back when life calms down. After this project, after this season, after I feel less afraid. My beloved, those sound wise, but many of them are simply fear wearing a sensible outfit. Proof will not satisfy what only trust can feed. You cannot fix yourself into readiness. Readiness grows out of surrender, and life will not calm down as long as you refuse to step into the peace I offer. Delay appoints fear as your decision maker, while convincing you that you remain in charge. That is the trick. That is the theft. Let me tell you the truth tenderly and without shame. Prolonged hesitation reshapes you. Compromise becomes normal, tiny at first, then expected. Convictions you once carried like fire soften into preferences you negotiate around. Your soul, which was made to stretch with holy expectancy, starts settling for what you can plan, predict, and control. You stop asking bold questions because you do not want bold answers. You start calling cynicism maturity because hope feels too vulnerable. You build a life calibrated for low stakes, safe, small, manageable, while your spirit keeps whispering that it was made for oceans, not puddles. Do you see it? Not yet slowly trains you to live without wonder. It dims your eyes until you hardly look up to check if the door I held open is still open. And when you do look, you doubt your sight. I have watched you linger between options while opportunities slip by not as punishments, but as consequences of pause. The conversations you postponed until you felt stronger, now they carry more tension than they needed to. The healing work you kept promising to begin. Now the wound has new layers because avoidance invited infection. The step of obedience that looked small months ago, today it feels like a climb because the mountain of maybe later has grown beneath your feet. I am not scolding you. I am illuminating the terrain so you can see how the ground formed under your delays. I do this because I love you. I do this because I desire your freedom more fiercely than you desire your safety. Hear me. I am not the voice of condemnation. I am the voice of rescue. I interrupt the drift. I place my hand on the spinning wheel of your internal debate and still it long enough for you to hear me without the static. I am saying, look at what not yet is costing you, not to shame you, but to spare you from further loss. Peace is more valuable than proof. Clarity comes after surrender, not before it. Momentum is birthed by motion, not perfect conditions. There is a reason your confidence has felt thin. It's been stretched over too many postponed obediences. But I am here. I am near. I am ready to thicken your courage, to recalibrate your heart, to soften what has hardened and strengthen what has weakened. Let us speak plainly about what you have been telling yourself. I need more proof. I answer, I have been faithful in ways you forgot to count. I have whispered, guided, protected, and carried you through storms that should have undone you. Proof is not your shortage. Permission to trust is. I need to fix myself first. I answer, you cannot scrub your soul into readiness. You become whole as you walk with me. Your yes is the doorway to the very healing you are waiting to achieve alone. I'll come back when life calms down. I answer, life calms down when peace rules within you, and peace begins when you stop outsourcing your obedience to your calendar. My child, I speak this with tenderness. These reasons are stealing the best of you. Release them. Lay them at my feet right now. What happens if you do not? The drift deepens. The heart that was soft to my nudge grows skeptical. The inner yes that once rose easily learns to sit back with arms crossed, waiting for guarantees I will not give, because guarantees eliminate the need for trust. You will continue to carry weights I never asked you to bear. Everyone's expectations, the outcomes you cannot control, the imaginary future tragedies you keep rehearsing to cushion your heart. That load makes you tired in ways sleep cannot fix. And then you call tiredness your identity. You begin to refer to yourself by your survival instead of by my design. Cautious, guarded, almost. That is not who you are. You are valuable. You are chosen. You are my treasure. Nothing about you was accidental. Your worth comes from me alone, and I did not form you to be an expert in delay. But hear me also. The moment you turn, everything begins to turn. I redeem time. I restore sensitivity. I melt the callus without breaking the skin. I replace static with a stillness that is not empty but full of my presence, full of direction, full of the quiet confidence that comes from being led by the one who knows the way. When you say yes, confusion will begin to lift, heaviness will begin to fall, and forward motion will begin to return. Not backward, forward. You will feel the cycles losing their authority. You will sense courage rising where dread once held court. You will recognize my voice more quickly because you will have stopped tutoring your ears to fear. So let this warning feel like a hand, not a pointing finger, but a hand reaching to pull you from the undertow of not yet. I am here to rescue you from the erosion you did not notice. I am here to call you back to expectancy, to tenderness, to boldness that is not loud but steady. Do not wait for a quieter day. Do not wait for your fear to bless you. Do not wait for another sign when I am the sign standing in front of you, speaking your name. Say yes to the peace that is stretching its arms toward you. Say yes to the clarity that follows obedience. Say yes to the momentum that comes when you stop negotiating and start moving. My beloved, heaven has paused not to pressure you, but to free you from the pressure you live under. All of heaven leans close. Angels stand ready. Mercy stands open. This is not about proving anything. This is about recovering everything delay tried to take. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again. We will step together, and as we do, you will discover how quickly I can rebuild what hesitation tried to tear down. Your new season waits on the other side of your yes. Peace, clarity, and forward motion are not distant. They are here at the doorway. Open it. My child, stop standing between two voices, mine and the fear that tries to sound like me. Heaven has paused to clear the static. I am placing a line through the middle of your mind and heart, so you can see what speaks from love and what speaks from alarm. Others might hear this, but right now it's just you and me. I know exactly how those two voices have braided together until it felt like wisdom to wait and safe to stall. I am not here to shame your carefulness. I am here to give you sight. Discernment is not a riddle. Discernment is knowing me. Listen to me. My voice leads to peace with action, not idle peace, not numb peace. Peace that settles your breathing and then moves your feet. peace that steadies your hands and then opens your hands. My voice calls you forward, not backward. It speaks clearly enough to take the next step even if you cannot see the 10th. There is gentleness, but also gravity. There is tenderness, but also trajectory. When I speak, you feel a quiet courage rise, a clean yes forming, a lifting, not from pressure, but from presence. Fear's voice, even when it quotes your favorite phrases, always anchors you to control with stagnation. It mimics concern, but it tightens your chest. It sounds like be careful, but it keeps you perpetually unready. It speaks in circles, not steps. It demands more data, more delay, more definitions of prudence that keep you from simple obedience. It elevates worst-case scenarios to profits and forces you to manage outcomes I never asked you to hold. Fear says, wait until nothing can go wrong. I say, walk with me while I make wrong things bow. You have called fear by holy names. Overthinking dressed itself up as wisdom. Procrastination wore the badge of waiting on God. Avoidance introduced itself as being realistic. My beloved, that is counterfeit spirituality, devout-sounding delay that trains your heart to distrust the very nudge I placed inside you. You asked me for clarity and then built an obstacle course for your own yes. You stacked conditions, then called that stewardship. You mapped every exit, then called that discernment. Hear me and hear me as a father who loves you. Don't rationalize, don't minimize, don't negotiate with what I already spoke. You say, I'm just being responsible, when you mean, I'm too afraid to start. You say, I'm seeking confirmation, when you mean, I'm hoping to avoid cost. You say, I'm counting the cost, but you never count the cost of not obeying me. Responsibility without response is just a full calendar and an empty courage. Confirmation becomes a cage when you keep asking question after question to outrun the answer you already know. Counting the cost without accounting for. My presence will always inflate the bill and bankrupt your faith. How do you know the difference in real time? Listen for the fruit and feel for the flow. My voice produces peace, clarity, and motion. One step, then the next. Fear produces urgency without direction, pressure without purpose, motion sickness without movement. My voice may convict, but it never condemns you to the sidelines. Fear accuses, confuses, and excuses. My voice lifts your chin and points you toward the person you need to forgive, the apology you need to make, the boundary you need to set, the generosity you need to release, the bridge you need to cross. Fear convinces you to draft emails you never send, rehearse conversations you never have, and store resources you never sow. Ask this, does the voice make you smaller, or does it make room for who I designed you to be? My voice widens your chest. Fear narrows your world. My voice calls you into honesty. Fear scripts your evasions. My voice honors integrity, reconciliation, courage, and trust, actions that reveal love. Fear demands perfection, spectatorship, and guarantees. My voice moves you toward people with wisdom. Fear isolates you with imaginations. When you hear a whisper that requires you to hide, to hoard, to harden your heart, mark it. That is not me. I know you want the map. I give you my hand. You want certainty in outcomes. I give you certainty in me. You want a path that never risks. I give you a path where risk dissolves under my authority step by step. You do not need to know every turn to know that I am good. You do not need the 10th instruction to honor the first. I am not hard to find. I am right here. Breathe and remember, you may not know every step, but you can know who is leading the steps. That knowing is your clarity. That knowing is your compass. Let me teach you the holy rhythm that breaks the counterfeit. Listen, trust, act. Not listen, analyze, postpone. Not listen, fear, revise. Listen, trust, act. When you move with me, I adjust your gait. correct your course, and cover your missteps. When you freeze until all risk disappears, you outsource your safety to fear. My child, I am safer than your fear. I am stronger than your scenarios. I am kinder than your caution. So here is what we will do right now. Name the mimic out loud, in my presence. Say, this is fear, not God. Expose its disguise. Don't rationalize. Don't minimize. Don't negotiate with what I already spoke. Renounce the halo you placed on hesitation. Rebuke the pressure that says you must hold the universe together before you take a single step. Release the belief that caution equals holiness when it costs you obedience. Speak it. I choose your voice over fear. Feel what happens in your body as you say it. The tightness begins to loosen. The fog begins to thin. The dread begins to back away. I am going to make this even simpler. The fence collapses when you recognize the voice you've been obeying. You will not sit there long once you call fear by its name. Where fear once dictated, faith will decide. Where confusion once covered, clarity will uncover. Where paralysis once held, peace will propel. Not backward, forward. Your yes will stop sounding like a debate and start sounding like devotion. You ask, but what if I mishear? I answer, I am a better shepherd than you are a wanderer. I am not waiting to trick you. I am not content to let you guess until you fail. I guide, I correct, I comfort, I recalibrate. Trust me more than you trust your ability to get it wrong. Trust my character more than you trust your fear's warnings. If you lean, I will catch you. If you step, I will steady you. If you falter, I will lift you. I will never leave you. Now, beloved, practice the breakthrough. When the thought arrives that stalls you, ask, does this lead to peace with action or control with stagnation? When you hear, wait for a better time, ask, who benefits from my pause, love or fear? When you feel the pull to retreat, ask, am I protecting my heart or am I protecting my control? Let your spirit learn this test until it becomes automatic. Let your mouth agree with me before your mind can renegotiate. Let your feet follow peace. All of heaven is ready to reinforce this clarity. Angels stand ready. Mercy stands open. I am surrounding you with confirmations that look like courage, not delay, that feel like stillness, not stuckness, that point to simple obediences today, not grand performances someday. We will move from this discernment into exchange. What you've carried that was never yours, you will lay down. But first, hear me say it one more time. Stop standing between two voices. Choose mine. Let the mimic fall silent. Let your yes rise clean. My child, this is your final call in this matter. Not final as in threat, final as in freedom. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again. Do not rationalize. Do not minimize. Do not negotiate with what I already spoke. Say yes and watch fear's vocabulary shrink while your life expands. Say yes and feel peace with action take the lead. Say yes and the fence you thought you needed will be gone, and you will find yourself standing on solid ground, ready for what comes next. My child, breathe. Unclench your hands. Let your shoulders drop. Soften your jaw. Others might hear this, but right now it's just you and me. Heaven has paused and angels stand ready because this is the moment of exchange. You have carried what was never assigned to you, and it has kept you on the fence. Wholehearted surrender begins here, when you put down the weight that was stealing your peace, fogging your mind, and tiring your courage. Don't walk away from this moment. Don't close your heart. Stay with me. I am right here. You have carried shame, old scenes that replay without invitation, words that branded your soul and made you feel smaller than what I designed. Lay it down. That burden is not yours. I know exactly what happened and what was done and what was said. I call you beloved, not broken beyond repair. Release the labels others stuck on you in their own pain and confusion. As you drop shame, I place honor in your hands. Dignity, clean identity, the quiet confidence that comes when you know you are chosen. You have carried control, white-knuckled plans and backup plans for your backup plans, calendars full of contingencies because fear demanded guarantees I never required. Lay it down. Control is a counterfeit shelter. It keeps you busy while keeping you bound. As you release control, I give you guidance. I take your map and give you my hand. And when you walk with me, clarity does not arrive as a lecture. It arrives as a step, then a step, then a step. Peace with action, not backward, forward. You have carried old labels, too much, not enough. Always the fixer, always the failure, the strong one who never needs help, the messy one who can't be trusted. My beloved, none of those were authored by me. Lay them at my feet. I replace them with truth. You are valuable. You are chosen. Nothing about you was accidental. You are my treasure. I restore your name. As that identity settles, you stop living out of reaction and begin living from design. You have carried resentment, unforgiven debts engraved in your memory, the tally of every slight, the bitterness that feels like protection but eats your joy from the inside. Lay it down. Forgiveness is not saying it didn't matter. Forgiveness is handing me the gavel and releasing yourself from the courtroom. As you forgive, I heal what resentment tried to harden. I restore tenderness without making you foolish. I give you boundaries that do not cost you love. You have carried heartbreak, grief that folded your world into smaller rooms, dreams that cracked under the weight of disappointment, losses that taught you to plan for the worst so you would not be surprised. Lay it down. I hold your tears. I count them like treasure. I am not asking you to forget. I am asking you to hand me the shards so I can make something whole. As you release heartbreak, I give you comfort sturdy enough to walk on and hope that doesn't keep you braced for pain. You have carried the need to be understood, explaining, defending, rehearsing the speech that finally makes everyone see your heart. Lay it down. I see you perfectly. I vindicate in ways explanations never could. As you surrender the need to be understood by everyone, you will be freed to be understood by me and by those I appoint, few but faithful. Your energy will return because you will no longer spend your days editing yourself for an audience I did not assign. You have carried outcomes, trying to guarantee what only I can govern, scripting future scenes to avoid any risk, hedging every yes with a dozen maybes. Lay it down. Outcomes are my territory. Obedience is yours. As you release outcomes, I give you rest in the middle of motion. I lift the pressure that made you postpone joy until everything looked perfect. You will laugh sooner. You will breathe deeper. You will find the freedom to start without holding your breath. Now, do this with me. Breathe in. Open your hands. Say it out loud, even in a whisper. I lay down shame. I lay down control. I lay down old labels. I lay down resentment. I lay down heartbreak. I lay down the need to be understood. I lay down outcomes. Don't rationalize. Don't minimize. Don't negotiate with what I already spoke. Place each burden at my feet. See it leave your hands. Feel the weight shift. As you release what you have clung to, you will feel a weight lift and a warmth return to places gone numb. The fog will begin to thin. Strength will begin to rise. Your heart will become steady again. Here is the holy transaction I promised. Release heaviness to receive peace. Release control to receive guidance. Release the past to receive your future. This is not poetry. This is how my kingdom moves. When you stop guarding what wounded you, I start guarding you. When you stop curating your image, I start revealing your identity. When you stop bargaining for perfect conditions, I start moving you through imperfect ones with perfect companionship. I am not taking to punish. I am removing to heal. I do not empty your hands to leave you empty. I clear your hands so I can fill them. You say, if I put it down, who will protect me? I answer, I am your protection. You say, if I don't control it, what if it goes wrong? I answer, walk with me and watch wrong bow as we move. You say, if I forgive, who will make it right? I answer, I will do more with your release than you could do with a lifetime of rehearsed speeches. You say, if I stop explaining myself, will they misunderstand me? I answer, let them. I will surround you with those who know your heart because they know mine. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again. I will never leave you. Let me be specific about what happens next. As you lay it down, your nervous system will start to settle. Your sleep will deepen. Your mornings will stop feeling like a race against a vague dread. The internal debate wheel will slow, the static will quiet. Decisions that felt impossible will reduce to one simple next step you can take with me today. Creativity will return. Laughter will return. The tenderness you once hid to survive will become the strength that helps you thrive, lasting, stable, and steady. Opportunities you kept postponing will look possible again because your hands are free to receive them. Conversations you feared will soften because my peace will precede you, not backward, forward. This is what wholehearted surrender looks like in your body right now. You breathe, you open your hands, you say the words, you let your yes rise without a debate. Today, not someday. I am meeting you in real time. Put the object that symbolizes control back on the shelf. Delete the draft you wrote to defend yourself. Make the call you've avoided to reconcile or to set the boundary. Close the tab that tempts you to compare your path to another's. Write the name on a piece of paper and speak forgiveness over it. Put a date on the calendar for the step you have postponed and treat it as sacred. These are not grand performances. These are simple obediences that reveal trust. My beloved, surrender is not loss. It is exchange. It is the place where you stop paying a tax to fear and start receiving dividends of peace. It is where I reach into the bundle you carried because you thought no one else would, and I lift it off without shaming you for ever shouldering it. Heaven has paused to witness this moment because this is your turning point. Angels stand ready to strengthen you as you release. Mercy stands open to wash you as you let go. Today we turn the page together. Your hands are lighter. Your heart is clearer. Your steps are steadier. Keep them open. Keep them lifted. Keep them ready because what I place next will fit you. Not because you earned it, but because you finally made room. My beloved, with your hands open and your shoulders lighter, hear me. Your yes is not a personality type. It is a door, not a trait you either have or lack, not a mood you ride when you feel strong. A door, a hinge that swings when the heart aligns with mine. Others might hear this, but right now it's just you and me. Heaven has paused to assign you your name again. I am speaking straight into the center of your heart. You are valuable. You are chosen. Nothing about you was accidental. I made you with intention, and your design is not dependent on yesterday's detours or today's feelings. I have always known your voice, your cadence, your calling. I am not guessing who you are. I am reminding you. I see the lies that sit beneath your hesitation. I'm not consistent enough. I'm too broken. If I fail again, God will reject me. My child, I saw every moment you stood, and I saw every time your knees buckled. I did not cringe. I did not step back. I drew nearer. Your inconsistency did not annul my faithfulness. Your broken pieces did not cut my hands. I have been holding you together more times than you realize, not to shame you, but to show you you were never disqualified. Hear me. Your yes is not a report card. Your yes is not a performance review. Your yes is the turning of your face toward me and the opening of this door into your new season. You waited long enough for a version of yourself you thought I required. Stronger, tidier, unmessy. I am not asking for the future you to show up before I lead you forward. I am calling the real you, the one breathing right now, to agree with me. Alignment, not perfection. A heart turned toward me, even while your steps learn to steady. A gaze locked on mine, even while your legs still shake. This is faith. This is devotion. This is the yes that moves mountains within you before it moves mountains around you. You have called yourself the hesitant one, the almost starter, the one who needs more time. You have accepted identities that were only ever coping mechanisms. Now I reassign you. You are my beloved, not my backup plan. You are called, not conditional. You are steady, not because you never wobble, but because I am your ground. You are faithful, not because you never falter, but because you keep turning back to me. You are courageous, not because you never feel fear, but because you choose my voice over the mimic. Your worth comes from me alone. You are my treasure. Nothing about you was accidental. This new name opens a new chapter. Today we turn the page together. Your season of pure survival is coming to a gentle end. You will not live braced for the next blow. You will not ration your hope as if it were scarce. I am already opening doors no one else can close. Doors into prepared peace, prepared clarity, prepared forward motion. Not backward, forward. Your mornings will not be marathons of dread. Your evenings will not be audits of failure. I am rewriting your inner dialogue so it speaks with my tone, tender, truthful, and strong. You will begin to think like the chosen, move like the called, and rest like the loved. You ask, but can someone like me carry a yes all the way through? Listen to me. I do not send you alone. I am the author of your story. I hold the pen. I hold the paper. I hold the chapters you have not read yet. Your decision is not about proving your strength. It is about trusting my authorship. When you say yes, you are not signing up to power your future with self-discipline alone. You are agreeing that I will be your power, your counselor, your correction, your comfort. I guide, I adjust, I steady, I finish what I start. Let me be clear about how this yes works in real time. Your yes is not a declaration that you will never struggle again. Your yes is a direction. Face me. Follow peace with action. When you stumble, fall toward me. When you doubt, ask me. When you feel the old names tugging, answer with the new, valuable, chosen, designed with intention. Your yes is a compass, and I am the true north. As you walk, I transform your gait, less frantic, more faithful, less hurried, more holy, less performing, more abiding. The door opens, and you step through not because you are flawless, but because you are mine. I know the litany that rises when you consider stepping into this new season. What if I start and stop again? What if I let you down? What if I disappoint myself? My child, you cannot let down one who is upholding you. I am not fragile. I am not surprised. I am not measuring you with a ruler made from yesterday's stumbles. I measure by love, by trust, by the tilt of your heart. Give me your tilt. Give me your turn. Give me your yes. I will never leave you. Feel this in your body as identity settles. Your chest widens because shame is not holding it closed. Your jaw softens because you are not bracing to defend yourself. Your spine lengthens because you are standing under the weight of glory, not the weight of self-suspicion. This is your final call in this matter, not final as in threat, final as in freedom. Choose the door. Choose alignment. Choose the name I give you over the labels fear assigned. Heaven has paused. Angels stand ready. Mercy stands open. As you agree with me, the atmosphere in you will change. Confusion will lose its center. accusation will lose its argument, weariness will lose its leverage. And here is what waits on the other side of your yes: identity, direction, and a new season that does not require perfection to begin. Identity: you will know who you are and therefore what to refuse. Direction: you will see the next step and take it with peace. New season: you will step out of managing survival and into receiving life, to thrive, to flourish, and to shine brightly. This is your turning point, not backward, forward. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again. Say yes to the name I speak. Yes to the future I author. Yes to the peace I prepared. Your yes is not a personality type. It is the door you open with your heart. Turn the handle now. Walk through with me. I am already on the other side, smiling, steadying, and ready to lead you into everything I wrote with you in mind. My child, now we make it plain. I am not asking for half. Others might hear this, but right now it's just you and me. Heaven has paused because this is the moment where your yes stops being a feeling and becomes a way of life. Wholehearted surrender is not an idea you like. It is a decision you live, not someday. Today, not I'll try. I will, not part of me, all of me. I am speaking directly to you, straight into the center of your heart, so there is no confusion about what love looks like in motion. Wholehearted surrender looks like obedience in the small. It looks like setting your alarm to meet me before you meet your fears. It looks like opening your calendar and inviting me to lead your hours. It looks like shutting the door and praying with honesty instead of performance. No polished lines, no pretending, just the truth you've been carrying in your ribs. Say what you're afraid to say. Ask what you're afraid to ask. Bring the anger, the questions, the ache. I am not fragile. I will not leave you. Honesty is not rebellion. It is relationship. When you stop censoring your heart and start speaking to me as you are, peace will begin to settle and your next step will become clear. Wholehearted surrender looks like boundaries where you have been bargaining. It sounds like this: I will not keep 1 foot in old rooms and 1 foot in my calling. It looks like leaving the conversation that keeps you small. It looks like stepping away from the table where gossip serves as a meal and shame is the dessert. It looks like unfollowing what feeds your envy, blocking what stirs your torment, deleting what reignites temptation you already asked me to free you from. Stop revisiting the same wound. Stop rehearsing the same fear. Stop consulting the same counsel that only ever keeps you stuck. Step forward with me. Wholehearted surrender chooses me first. In your choices, in your budget, in your messages, in your browser, in your friendships, in your rhythms, not as an afterthought, as the first thought. Put me at the top of your list and watch how quickly the list reorganizes itself around love instead of anxiety. Ask me, what do you want from this hour? And then do it, even if it looks small, especially if it looks small. Sweep the floor with a grateful heart. Finish the project you've delayed. Send the message you drafted and never sent, the apology, the boundary, the invitation. Say the prayer you wrote and never prayed. Give the generosity you earmarked and never released. Today, not someday. Wholehearted surrender will be visible in your relationships and environments. Release the cycle that keeps bruising your hope. The on-again, off-again approval chase. The apology loop with no fruit of change. The drama that rewards you for playing rescuer while robbing you of peace. My beloved, love does not mean you remain available to harm. Forgive to be free and step away to be faithful. Forgiveness cancels the debt, boundaries close the account. Return what is not yours to carry. Stop scripting the lines so everyone finally sees your side. Give me the gavel, I will vindicate. I will direct you to the few who are safe, the wise voices who do not flatter your fear but fortify your faith. If a room makes you hide who I made you to be, you do not belong there. If a relationship insists you trade your integrity for access, walk away with me. I will not leave you alone. I will not leave you lacking. Wholehearted surrender does not barter with convenience. It will ask you to reorder your comforts, turn off the show that keeps your spirit numb, close the tab that stirs comparison, put the phone down and pick your purpose up. Go to bed on time so you can rise to meet me. Eat like your body is a temple, not a trash bin for stress. Steward this vessel because I dwell within you. When you care for what I entrusted to you, you will feel your strength returning, lasting, stable, and steady. Wholehearted surrender speaks in clear words. Hear the contrast and choose. Not, I'll try to forgive when I feel ready, but I will forgive today. Not, I'll think about apologizing, but I will call and repent. Not, I'll see if I can make time to serve, but I will serve now with what I have. Not, I might give when I'm more secure, but I will sow where you lead because you are my security. Not, I'll start when I'm perfect, but I will start while I am being perfected. Let your mouth agree with me before your mind can renegotiate. Let your feet follow peace. Wholehearted surrender keeps no secret rooms. Unlock the last drawer. Tell me about the habit you pet when no one is watching. Bring me the stash you hide for lonely nights. The bottle, the link, the thread, the text that keeps you circling what you already called dead. Lay it down. Do it practically. Pour it out. Delete it. Block it. Unsubscribe. Throw it away. Cancel the subscription that feeds your despair. Set a real boundary with your own patterns. New bedtime, new route home, new playlist that speaks life, new friend to call when temptation buzzes. Holiness is not a mood. It is a plan. Freedom is not only a prayer, it is a pattern. I am with you in both. Wholehearted surrender is courageous yeses and courageous nos. Yes to reconciliation where I prompt it. Yes to therapy where wounds need skilled tending. Yes to wise counsel that helps you build. Yes to learning the skill you've avoided. And no to flattery that sells you to the crowd. No to opportunities that pay well but cost your soul. No to performing for people I didn't send. No to games that teach you to win while you lose yourself. You are valuable. You are chosen. Nothing about you was accidental. Start living like that is true. My child, hear the rhythm that breaks delay. Listen, trust, act. Listen, for my voice that brings peace with action. Trust me more than your fear, more than your scenarios, more than your need to control. Act, one step, not 10. Today, not someday. Keep it simple. Clean out the drawer. Send the email. Apply for the role. Set the date. Cancel what steals your clarity. Schedule what strengthens your courage. Write the vision in plain words and put it where your eyes can see it every morning. Pray the prayer out loud. Bless your home with my name in every room. Invite me into each task by saying, "Lead this, Lord," and then let me lead. You ask, what if I say yes and then falter? I answer, say yes again. I am not asking for a streak of perfection. I am asking for a posture of surrender. Fall toward me. Repent quickly. Course correct without drama. Keep your heart soft. Keep your hands open. Keep your feet moving. Do not rationalize. Do not minimize. Do not negotiate with what I already spoke. I am safer than your fear. I am stronger than your scenarios. I will never leave you. Here is how you will know surrender is happening. Your decisions will look different by nightfall. Your calendar will tell the story. Your conversations will sound cleaner. Your search history will agree with your prayers. Your spending will reveal your trust. Your friendships will reflect your future, not your fears. You will feel less splintered, less double-minded, because you are no longer trying to honor two masters, control and calling. Peace with action will be your new normal. Angels stand ready to reinforce what you decide with me right now. Mercy stands open. This is your final call in this matter. not final as in threat, final as in freedom. Today we turn the page together by moving from listening to responding. I am asking you for your answer, yes or no, not an almost, not a we'll see, yes or no. If your answer is yes, say it out loud, even now. Yes, Lord. Then do one thing that agrees with your yes before this day ends. Put a name on paper and forgive. Put a boundary in writing and honor it. Put an object down and don't pick it back up. Put time on your calendar and meet me there. Watch how quickly I move when your heart and your hands agree. If your answer is no, say it with the same honesty. I will not shame you, but know this. Delay has been costing you peace, clarity, and momentum. Fence sitting is not neutral, it is heavy. I am inviting you out of the weight and into the way. Choose, my beloved, choose me, not backward, forward. Trust me one more time. Take my hand again. Let's make your faith visible today. Your yes will not float in theory. It will land in your life. And as it lands, you will feel the ground grow steady beneath you, and you will know, this is the doorway, and I am already here. My child, lean in. This is your moment. This is your crossroads. This is your response time. Others might hear, but right now it's just you and me. Heaven has paused, and angels stand ready, because when you finally say yes, something begins that cannot be undone by fear. I am speaking straight into the center of your heart. I will meet your yes with what you have been longing for. Peace to steady you, clarity to guide you, courage to rise in you, and restoration to begin around you. Not in theory, in motion, not someday, now. Listen to me. Peace will meet you first, not a thin calm that shatters at the first sound of trouble, but a deep, layered quiet that settles your chest from the inside. Your breathing will find its rhythm. Your shoulders will stop living in your ears. The racing thought that used to wake you before sunrise will begin to bow. You will notice it as a shift more than a shout, like heavy weather moving on and blue sky returning. This peace is not the absence of challenge. It is my presence with you in every step. It is the strength to face what you once avoided. It is the ease to do what you were made to do without negotiating with fear. Then clarity will come. The fog that made every decision feel risky will thin. You will see paths where you only saw walls. The next right step will stop hiding. I will illuminate, not 10 steps, not a lifetime. One step, then another, then another. The counsel you need will find you. The noise that masqueraded as wisdom will lose its influence. You will feel your mind untangle, less static, more signal. You will open your calendar and know what to cancel and what to keep. You will answer messages with conviction instead of apology. You will stop asking rooms I did not assign to validate your direction. I will direct you, and you will know it by the peace that accompanies it. Courage will rise. Not the performance kind that makes you loud while your heart trembles, but the rooted courage that comes from knowing you are held. Your spine will lengthen. Your voice will stop shaking when you speak what is true. You will make the call you avoided. You will apply where you assumed you were unqualified. You will begin the work you postponed, not because fear vanished, but because love eclipsed it. You will walk into the spaces I open for you, with humility and authority, gentle and strong at the same time. Restoration will begin, quietly at first, then obviously. Relationships that were threadbare will find new language. Apologies will land and be received. Boundaries will be honored and not resented. The rooms that once pressed your soul into corners will no longer hold you small. You will see me return what loss told you was gone for good. Joy, trust, laughter, a soft heart that is wise but still open. Your home will carry a different air. Conversations will end in blessing instead of in bruising. You will sleep and actually rest, not just collapse. Doors will open. Watch this. Places that were closed to you will begin to shift. Emails you sent months ago will receive a reply. A gatekeeper will remember your name. A resource will show up without you begging for it. A meeting will cancel that was designed to waste your time. Another meeting will appear that accelerates your assignment. I am already opening doors no one else can close. When I do, you won't have to pry them with your self-worth. You will simply walk through because I am with you. The ground will steady under your feet. Chaos will stop dictating your hours. The swing between overdrive and shutdown will quiet. You will taste simple steadiness, lasting, stable, and steady. Your body will register safety where it once braced. Your emotions will have space to feel without flooding you. Your mind will return to you, and you will use it to build, to create, to solve, to bless. You will remember what it's like to be you. The you I designed, not the you survival forced you to perform. Joy will return, not as a loud performance, but as a gentle, stubborn river that keeps finding its way. You will laugh sooner. You will celebrate small progress without shame. You will stop demanding perfection as a prerequisite for delight. You will notice beauty again, in your morning light, in the sound of a loved one's voice, in your own resilience. Joy will not be stolen by old whispers, because those whispers will sound foreign to a heart that has finally said yes. Hear me. I do not abandon you after your yes. I strengthen you inside your yes. I do not stand at the door and then send you alone into the hallway. I walk with you into every room I open. I counsel you when options multiply. I steady you when attention finds you. I hide you when warfare rises. I lift you when discouragement visits. I correct you without condemnation, and I teach you without humiliation. I am your covering. I am your companion. I am your father. I will never leave you. This is your moment. This is your crossroads. This is your response time. You have stood here before, but today is not like before, because today you are not negotiating. Today you are consenting. Today we turn the page together, not backward, forward. When you say yes, watch what follows. Confusion will lift, heaviness will lighten, opportunities will align, and your inner world will stop contradicting your prayers. Your future will stop feeling like a rumor and start unfolding like a chapter already written for you. Let me make it plain in the places that worry still whispers. You fear that if you say yes, you will be responsible for outcomes too heavy to carry. Hear me, outcomes are mine. Obedience is yours. You fear that a yes will cost you people you love. Hear me, I will restore what aligns and release what restrains. I will not leave you empty of true companions. You fear that a yes will expose your weaknesses. Hear me, I will fortify those places with grace and wise help. I will make your former liabilities into new lanes of ministry and empathy. You fear that a yes will highlight your past. Hear me, I have already covered your past. Your yes highlights my mercy. So now make it participatory. Don't just agree in your mind. Answer with your mouth. Life and death do not answer to silence. Say it out loud. Right where you are, even in a whisper. Yes, Lord. Place your hand over your heart and let your voice lead your feet. If you are watching with others, say it together. If you are alone, say it with me. Angels are listening. Heaven is ready to celebrate. Let your yes mark this day and this hour. And if you have already said it, say it again and let it root deeper. Comment your yes. Type, "Yes, Lord." Share this moment with someone who needs courage to choose. Seal it with action before nightfall. This is your moment. This is your crossroads. This is your response time. Peace is waiting to steady you. Clarity is waiting to guide you. Courage is waiting to rise in you. Restoration is waiting to begin around you. Take my hand. Trust me one more time. Step into your new chapter with your yes on your lips and your feet moving. I am already ahead of you, arranging, aligning, and assuring that as you move, you will know, I authored this, I am in this, and I will finish this with you. My child, this is the moment we do not delay. Others might hear, but right now it's just you and me. Heaven has paused. Angels are listening. I am speaking straight into the center of your heart. Say yes or say no. Do not hide in silence. Silence feels safe, but it is where fear makes decisions for you. Silence pretends to be neutral while it drains your peace. This is your final call in this matter. Not final as in threat, final as in freedom. Choose. Answer me with your mouth. Yes, Lord, or no, I'm not ready. I can work with honesty, I cannot bless pretense. Your breakthrough begins when you answer out loud and let me meet you in the truth of your response. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe with me. I am here. If your answer is yes, say it now. Yes, Lord. Say it again until your own ears believe you. If your answer is no, say that as well. No, I'm not ready. I will not move away from you. I will draw near to your honesty. But know this, delay is costing you what I am ready to give, peace, clarity, and forward motion. Fence sitting is heavy. Obedience is light. Choose, my beloved. Choose with your voice. Choose with your body. Choose with your breath. Now I will lead you in a simple prayer you can repeat after me. Keep your hand over your heart. Whisper it or speak it boldly, but speak it. Your words will agree with heaven, and you will feel the ground under your feet grow steady. Say, Dear Heavenly Father, I say yes, I surrender. I lay down my need to control. I lay down my timelines and my terms. I give you my heart as it is. Hesitant or hopeful, wounded or willing, receive my yes. I confess I have delayed. I confess I have tried to serve two voices. Today I choose your voice. Today I choose your way. Forgive me for my fence sitting. Forgive me for bargaining with fear. Wash me, cleanse me, make me new. I forgive those who hurt me. I release the debts I've been keeping. I let go of revenge, of replaying the story, of needing to be right. I bless them and place them in your hands. I forgive myself for the places I stumbled. I release shame. I release regret. I receive your mercy. I renounce fear that mimics your voice. I renounce lies about my worth. I renounce the agreement I made with delay. I accept the name you give me. Valuable, chosen, designed with intention. I belong to you. I lay down burdens that are not mine to carry. Outcomes, other people's choices, the weight of the past, the pressure to perform. I set them at your feet. I pick up peace. I pick up obedience. I pick up trust. Jesus, lead me. Jesus, teach me. Jesus, correct me without condemnation. Jesus, comfort me without compromise. I open every room of my life to you, my time, my thoughts, my relationships, my resources, my habits, my secret places. Nothing hidden, all yours. Holy Spirit, fill me now. Fill my mind with clarity. Fill my heart with courage. Fill my home with your presence. Guide my steps, one by one. Give me wisdom, give me strength, give me stamina to follow through. Father, receive my hesitant yes and make it strong. Heal my wounded yes and make it whole. Strengthen my trembling yes and make it steady. I believe that you will never leave me. I believe that you go before me. I believe that you finish what you start. Today I choose practical obedience. Show me the first step and I will take it. Show me what to stop and I will stop it. Show me what to start and I will start it. Show me who to forgive, who to bless, who to release, and I will obey. I declare, my past is covered, my present is held, my future is authored by you. I renounce double-mindedness. I receive a single-hearted devotion. I say yes to the new season you prepared, not backward, forward. Seal this in me. Mark this day and this hour. Let peace settle. Let clarity rise. Let courage take root. Let restoration begin. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Stay here with me for a moment. Breathe. That warmth in your chest, that lightness behind your eyes, that sense of space where tightness used to live, that is peace meeting your yes. The fog thinning, the next small step surfacing in your mind. That is clarity coming to serve you. The quiet resolve that did not rely on adrenaline. That is courage, born of love, rising within you. Restoration has already started its work. If you said yes to me, make it public. Type Amen right now. Comment yes so that your fingers agree with your voice. Do not wait. Stamp this moment into your timeline. Share this with someone on the fence so they can find their courage too. If this message is blessing you and you want to partner with what I am doing, please support this channel. Use the Super Thanks button or donate as you are led. Your generosity helps this word reach those who are ready to choose. If you said, "No, I'm not ready," I honor your honesty. Say this simple prayer with me even now. Father, help my heart. Make me willing to be willing. Show me the fear I've been calling wisdom. Give me courage to say yes. In Jesus' name, amen. I am not far from you. I am closer than your breath. Return to me quickly. Do not make a home in indecision. It will not hold you. I will be here calling you by name until your not yet becomes a yes, Lord. My beloved, listen closely. You do not need to feel perfect to be held perfectly. Your yes today may be small. I count it as large because I see your heart. Your yes today may be a whisper. Heaven hears it like a shout. Your yes today may be trembling. I steady it with my own hands. I saw your tears. I saw your courage. I saw your surrender. I am proud to call you mine. From this moment, keep it simple. Listen, trust, act. One step, not 10. Obey the peace, not the pressure. Keep your calendar honest. Keep your boundaries clean. Keep your worship loud enough to drown the old whispers. If you falter, you know what to do. Say yes again. Repent quickly and rise. I will not shame you. I will train you. I will walk you all the way through. This is your turning point. Today we turn the page together. I am already opening doors no one can close. Watch for the reply you stopped expecting. Watch for the conversation that heals what words once harmed. Watch for the rest that reaches you while you sleep. Watch for the steady ground under your feet. When it arrives, remember, this is not luck. This is love. This is me, keeping my promise to meet your yes with my presence, my guidance, my peace. Now say it one more time and let it root deep. Yes, Lord. Yes to your way. Yes to your timing. Yes to your correction. Yes to your comfort. Yes to your new season. And if your courage is thin, borrow mine. If your voice shakes, I will steady it. If your hands tremble, I will hold them in mine. Type Amen if you said yes. Comment yes if your heart belongs to me. Share this with one person who has been stuck between two voices. If you feel led, support this message with a gift through the Super Thanks button below. Every act of agreement becomes a seed in the ground of your future. My beloved, take my hand. I will never leave you. Walk with me, starting now.